Woof bitches, welcome to Muttley's Musical Musings, episode 10, Helloween Spooktacular. So, no surprise for guessing the theme for tonight. I'm sitting here chilling. I'll have some tunes on soon. Obviously, you can't put them through on the video because copyright, and I don't want to get my video shut down. But I shall be drinking this fantastic pint here. It's my favourite beer, and it also happens to be the unofficial beer of Helloween. And some scary snacks, because why not? But yeah, there's quite a lot of music that is scary or horror themed. There'll be some special mentions later. I'll be putting some video links down below. Obviously I can't mention it all because we'd be here all night and the witching hour is upon us. However, comment below anything you think I should check out that I may have missed. My hat's wonky, I look like a right dick. That's better-ish. Yeah, so if we go alphabetical order, we'll start off with that and then throw that out the window. We'll start off with Alice Cooper because when I think horror, Alice Cooper is the king of creep and horror. Almost any Alice Cooper album, I can't see what I'm doing, almost any Alice Cooper album is horror themed to some extent. It's always about murder and other things too. But obviously the classic album when you think Alice Cooper and horror, and if you're trying to think scary stuff, would be Welcome to My Nightmare. I can't see what I'm doing with this camera this week, month, day. Yeah, Alice Cooper, I've seen him live. It was amazing. If you haven't seen Alice Cooper live and you like your rock, it's a rite of passage. You haven't lived until you've seen Alice Cooper live. It is incredible. I don't want to give any spoilers away. It's just murder and intrigue and good shit. So yeah, almost anything Alice Cooper if you like horror. What else we got here? I'll leave that one towards the end. I'm kind of like eyeing my CD collection there because there's other stuff there I could bring in. Iron Maiden have got some fantastic songs about Halloween. I'm just looking for M for Metallica. Yes, I did mean to do that one. If I can find it. We'll do Metallica now. I mentioned Iron Maiden, but we'll go with that. Metallica's self-titled Black Album. It looks a bit like Spinal Tap. Smell the Glove is not, I can assure you. Anyway, you know what song I'm going to mention. Enter Sandman. It's all about going to sleep and frightening things. So that's something you can add to your playlist tonight. I'll put that back straight away. Iron Maiden. I can't breathe at the moment. It's not the Rona, folks. I think it's seasonal asthma. But anyway, I need a beer. Sorry, wait. Iron Maiden. Fear of the Dark. All Iron Maiden is good, but obviously the song Fear of the Dark is about being frightened of things that aren't as well lit as my bedroom. Although that's frightening on its own. Probably a bad example. But yeah, Fear of the Dark. I'll put a link for you to check it out if, God forbid, you haven't heard that song. There's all sorts of cool references to things that are frightening. And the other one that comes to mind straight away, I mean there's loads, but I'm just doing two for now. Obviously, title track from Number of the Beast. Depending on who you ask and which part of Wikipedia or the internet, it's based on a dream one of them had, and he's trying to discern whether it's real or not. I mean, the lyrics pretty much are self-explanatory. Scary shit. So that's there. I've added this one because it's named after what's his name now? The actor who does Dracula and all that shit. You know who I'm on about. Christopher Lee is in a film called, watch me be wrong now, comment below how wrong I am, but if the film Witchfinder General, there was also in the new wave of British heavy metal, I nearly said classic rock, that's a different genre we have covered in the past. New wave of British heavy metal, very late 70s, very early 80s. Witchfinder General. If you like, if you like the early metal, check out Witchfinder General. Pretty cool. That's their debut album, Death Penalty. It's got gory stuff on the front. I haven't seen the film. I want to. I started watching it. It's difficult watching. The sound mixing's what you would expect from the era. I'm going to have a snack as well, because why not? We're getting near the end of this, guys. We're only 5 minutes in. Some kind of Mr. Kipling's Soaring cake. It's supposed to be chocolate and blood orange. Let's see what they did there. So for that, I'll try not to talk with my mouth full. You guys don't need to see that. Some special mentions. Agrona, they're a blackened metal band from Cardiff. I got to see them live before the lockdowns started. They're some scary looking motherfuckers, and if you like that sort of music, check them out because they are good. Other special mentions, obviously you're going to mention stuff like Kiss. Lyrically, they're not really horror. Image wise, 100% horror. I got to see Kiss as well. That was amazing. I didn't take any photos because photos didn't do it justice. You had to do like little 10-second films because of all the pyrotechnics. I was going to get the girls in work to draw my eyebrows back on after that because I was sat close enough that I'm sure all my hairs got singed off. Other mentions, what do we say? We said Kiss. Crazy World of Arthur Brown. He was one of the early Shock image looks. And then one I'm hoping you guys haven't heard of again, some of you may know it, is Screaming Lord Sutch and the Savages. He's done a few amazing, scary, spooky type songs. He was a bit whacked, he was out there. Read up on Screaming Lord Sutch, guys, if you like your rock and your rock history, because there are some big names that played with Screaming Lord Sutch, and you might be surprised at who was in there. Like, it is kind of like a who's who of people who did stuff with them. Richie Blackmore and John Lord at one point. I know John Lord definitely did. I think Richie Blackmore did a little bit. Not necessarily at the same time either. Those are three. I'll put some videos in there. And I'm going to finish off, albeit spelt differently, and those who know me well, I can't remember if I've mentioned here, I love a good rock opera, and that's what Alice Cooper is brilliant for, is spooky rock operas. These are not quite so spooky, but they're from a German band called Helloween, spelt that way, and they are amazing. Their first album is over there somewhere, but I didn't want to show you that. It's quite thrashy. But then their singer decided to move on to just solely guitars, not soloing, he was doing rhythm. But yeah, these two albums are rock operas. Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1, Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 2. They got a little bit of Dream Theater sound to them, a little bit Queensryche. Yeah, so check them out. I think that's going to be all because I just want to get on. I want to order myself a takeaway and eat junk food and drink beer and enjoy Halloween. So be nice to each other. Love and sausages. Woof.